Here we are set up for a solo game of the Royal Trials. We have our first rival set up as the Jack of Diamonds and a path to him arranged here with our first steps on the path. We have a chosen set up here as the Queen of Spades with the starting 2-value coin. She has, starting as a queen, gives her, on this handy sheet here, she'll gain 2 coin for any failed trial. And having the spades as our value gives us a 5 of spades, a 3 of clubs, a 3 of hearts, and a 1 of diamonds as our starting stats. With the King of Clubs here, we get the power to have opposing roll rounded down. You can read that. To start, simply choose which path we're going to start on. And for this one, I'm going to start easy with the 3 of hearts. So I'm going to roll a die for the 3 of hearts. Only got a 1. Very easy for us then. So I only have to be a 4 with a combined value. And since I start in hearts with, what did I start with? Oh, 3. I just need to equal that. And I got a 6, so easily 1. So I take this card aside because it's a heart, and according to the rewards, when you get a heart, it gives you it becomes a resource you can use to roll an additional die sometime later in the game. This card that we didn't face goes into the Jack's challenge deck for next time. Since we faced the card over here, we cannot look at this card, and that goes immediately into his deck. And then we flip these 2 cards to see what we face next. So now we have a difficult challenge to face with values 9 and 9. Considering our starting value is only 1 for diamonds, that's probably the one we're not going to face. Instead, take on the spades. Spades is equivalent to a shield in this game, so has to be hit with a club. And we only have 3 value of club, so unless we get really lucky or use our resource here that we earned from our last deck, we'll probably fail. But that's okay. Since we're playing the queen, we'll get 2 coin if we fail, which is a nice benefit. So let's say diamond's probably impossible. Let's face this spade. We can commit this resource here, and we can also have in reserve our ability to have the opponent's die in case we get an unlucky roll. So one roll for the opponent. They got a 6, very unlucky. So we're going to use our power to have the roll down to 3. So we still have a target of 12, and we only have 3. So it's going to take a lot of luck to get this. So up to 6. Up to 4. So we can re-roll either of those dice using power of the coin, which we have 1 of. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll re-roll the 3. And we got a 6. So 10 plus our starting value of 3 makes 13. We win this card. And this gives us a nice shield for our future club attempt. Though we have used up our power and we used up our die here, it just goes into the discard. So we did not see this, but we get to face whatever this is. And 5 of hearts. 5 of hearts shouldn't be too difficult for us. Our starting value of hearts is 3. But, yeah, I guess it is a little difficult. Let's give it a shot, and if we get some coin out of it, then that might be okay. We'll see. 5 seems very, very unlikely we're going to get it. In fact, impossible. And we really failed out. Now, This goes discard because it's failed. We do get 2 coin because of the queen. However, the Jack of Diamonds, his power is, his rival power is that one royal loses 3 coin. So unfortunately, we can only lose 2 because we only have 2, and that reduces us down to 1. But because we're now going to face the rival, we get to turn our power back on and get ready. Shuffle up the challenge deck and see what we have to face. So now it's time to face our first challenge. We're facing the 5 of clubs, but because we face clubs with spades and we are the queen of spades, we have a 5 value. So it's even contest. There's no point in spending extra resources on this. 3 versus 6. We easily win that test. And go on to the next. It's a 6 of spades. We have a value of 3, so it's kind of a deficit, but we don't have any resources we can really use right now. Though we do have the backup power that we can have the roll if it goes too badly in our favor. So the roll is 4, so 10 seems impossible for us to win. We only rolled a 1. It doesn't feel like it's worth using the value, so that's a failure. 9 of diamonds, that seems really out of our reach. There's nothing we can really use to make that happen. So we can roll, but since our value for diamonds is 1, there's no number we can get, so that's just going to be a failure. And 4 of diamonds. So we only have 1 of diamonds, but as long as we get a decent roll, we can always have the opponent's roll. The opponent's roll is 6. Our roll is also 6, so we simply need to use our power to have their roll to 3, and we win that contest. And we only needed 2 to win, so we've not only won against the rival, but we get to continue on now with their power. And the chosen power, or royal power, of the Jack of Diamonds gives us the ability to swap dice values with our trial or opponent, which seems really useful in our future fates.